What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we got Maddie Rants here. Jamar could not be with us tonight, so the two of us are gonna hold it down tonight. Okay, we are here to talk about these folks, Bad Boys Los Angeles. Okay, yes, indeed. My friend not feeling too good, y'all.
I may have a headache, but I ain't gonna be like somebody on this show and fake an injury so I don't have to drag somebody down some stairs. Texas is in the building, and I'm so happy he showed up. Because Anthony, as much as I love you, my Houstonian sister, we need a little Dallas up in there to show what the Rock'em Sock'em is about. And if Jonathan is anything like I know of Texas, especially if he has ever been or is from the Oak Cliff area, when they were talking about how we crazy, we're not joking.
Right.
My resume speaks for itself. So I was like, they were except for Kerrion, he ain't representing well at all.
Nah, he is not. This episode really just made me cringe at him. Like,
I just never knew somebody to be a boss bitch that need to call a taller friend to fight for him.
He and we're gonna. I was gonna say something, but that was like at the end of the episode. I'm just gonna wait till we get there. I'm just gonna wait till we get there before I say it.
I was here for the chewing of the gum and the big chested energy of it all. I was like, I let him twist my hair and pound me back just so I could see him pop the dot Milan. Girl, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. I'm so disappointed in Kerrion. I'm gonna tell you how this I had a rankings change in people that I liked on the show from this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Relly B moved up in the leaderboard for me.
Bitch, the way he walked in that closet.
Me, all day.
Oh
I had sat right in that bitch with my drink going, can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. Because I know how to swing too. So that's why I've been like, if a girl turn around on me, oh, okay. Sure.
Listen, I was screaming when I saw him do that. That was some funny ass shit. Okay, like that's some shit. Like,
and Anthea, Anthea, my bad, baby. I said that like somebody's. He can never speak on the H. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I get really tired of girls who are not like that kind and they like to start saying some shit. I grew up in the suburbs, but I also lived in Greenspoint. I lived in Acres Homes. I lived in Dead End. I lived in South Park. If you really want to go there and do all that, I live in Fifth Ward, off Schweckhardt, the street to be exact. For the girls that know about that green corner store that sits right over there where that Frenchie's Chicken is, Maddie was there. So, like, I've had nice things. I've had not anything. And I've had to live through all that. But I learned how to fight through everything I've been through. And one thing I know for sure, and one thing I know for certain, if somebody ever tells me, get your lick, got. Sure thing. Boom, with the water bottle in my hand. I was like, you are a scary punk. And you calling a Milan all kinds of FAGs and all the rest of that. And yet you over there getting squared up by 5'7" shoulders. Really? Okay. Got it.
Okay, so
go on.
When you was talking about your rankings of your favorites on the show,
can
you tell me what your rankings was, or do you want to wait, or do you want to go ahead and get them out the way?
We can do that now.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, y'all, I had to chew a little something. I got a little head hurt. You got to put a little nourishment in the body. Sometimes I have a little ice cold water, try to get the together. Now, not to give them in any order, but as far as I like you a lot, and the girls that I don't know why they're there is how I look at this, okay?
Okay.
Now, moving up in the rankings of in the middle of this feeling is Relly B, because Relly B was a great mediator. I'm also glad that we finally got to see him speak more in that mediator moment versus it being like, y'all both wrong. No, you called Milan out for talking about that man's family, and that's all I needed. I was like, oh, now I feel better about the situation, because Relly B sometimes for me like a lot, but I'm now getting him as the episodes are progressing. She don't do too much, and her confessionals are top tier. So like
very
anything Relly B said like anything like this. Oh, the girl. Oh, Miss Milan over here acting all extra and stuff like that. Well, Miss Milan, I don't want to do all those things with you, Miss Bing. We're all bad bitches up in here. Very, very. He sounds like a lower registered Snagglepuss. You
Oh
know,
my god.
like from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, very yes, very very lower register Snagglepuss. Oh, very much so. Oh, very that. But I like really a little bit more. I like him a little bit more now because
Hmm.
the edit did him a favor. Really, I'm gonna tell you that the edit did you a better favor this episode.
Yeah.
Gutter ain't moved an inch because Gutter's still that bitch. Yeah, I like me some Gutter. I want Gutter to cut the fuck up though, but I'm also here for Gutter too because Gutter's confessionals are everything. They're not in the mix like that. They also serve as a good buffer for Kerrion's whackness. Okay, there you go.
Mm.
I also feel like Gutter needs to. It almost feels like, ooh, your boo thing can't swing, sister. So I'm all right. I also am fully aware of Milan's antics on social media in reference to Anthony, so I am factoring this into the equation
Okay.
because you remember
Mm.
Scotty.
I
It's not
remember.
it's not on his IG anymore, but I screenshot it and so did a lot of other people.
Hmm. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Embarrassing. I was like, "Really? You have that many followers? You have all this going for yourself and you're going to do that? I'd better never see you at any AIDS convention. I better not see you at any sort of AIDS walk, any sort of HIV plus conference. You should not you better not be a part of any sexual health discussions ever. Not how you just acted. That was disgusting. And
Very much
also,
so.
you had, and I'm mad at Milan because he had me looking at that boy the entire episode like this. I kid you not, bitch. I kid you. The whole episode, I was like, damn you, Milan. You got me doing this now, staring at that man.
Listen, I thought I was the only one because I was just sitting here I was sitting on my bed looking at it, and I'm just looking for it. Like I'm just like, is you?
I didn't see it. And one, I also didn't I have that conversation with you about people editing pictures and doing the extra and the most or whatever? So
Mm,
Milan had took pictures of Anthony and started putting up pictures of him saying he had herpes and he was out here like, needing a Breva and all this extra stuff like that. And he put up 3 specific photos of Anthony. Now they've been taken down since then, or more than likely archived. But so far, it's the mental health reads, it's the sexual health reads for me. And I'm like, right, Joshua. Did I not say that, Scotty? See, Scotty, did I not just
yeah,
say that? I'm an OG in these streets, bitch. You ain't gonna play with me. Like, I know
you
a
had
Photoshop.
already called it out. You had
I said,
already called it out.
before anybody speaks on this, and a lot of people were in the comment section hyping Milan up, and it was like, girl, come on, y'all. Like, don't do that. And I also took names too. I had to actually unfollow some people who I was like, really, like, I liked. I was like, oh, you're facilitating this kind of energy? Ew. That's
Right,
disgusting. And it was
right.
really fucked up to do. And I'm looking at him like, you talk about being the protector, and this is the shit. Even if you were so, here's the thing, Milan, you actually are a gorgeous man and you have a lot going for yourself. I'm shocked you pay this much energy to anything. I'm really shocked. That's why I'm more upset at Milan. It seems like he shouldn't be paying this much attention, Scotty. Look, I got all of my rankings just to get into that moment because Anthony's on that list. But I like Anthony a lot. Anthony's in the middle of, for me, what's sad is that Curtis kind of went past him in the rankings. Shock.
Yes, yes. I
Shock.
I felt the same way because I think when Curtis is not around Moolah, he's more likable when he's not around him. But when he's around him, that's when he's not likable at all.
He starts to portray this energy of masculinity that is not necessary to all these people. Like Gutta sitting there in their drawers with a full on track of 32 inches and longer hair in their head. Gutta don't want you though. Gutta's just there. And like that's what you need to realize with that entire group of people. That I would have been concerned if William was there. Because William does give
Mhm.
me, allegedly dedatory tease. I'm going to use that word versus the other one. Dedatory. I'm trying to help Sky's channel out. Get him, get your commercials, girl. But like, I, Curtis went up for me because the conversation outside was where it was at. I feel like him being in this position so long has finally seeped energy into his brain in order to allow him to understand you don't have to be with your baby daddy all day. Okay.
Mhm.
So when you sat out there with the punks, it was cute because you didn't come out the wrong way. You've never had gay friends before. Thanks for being open. God is my friend now. See how that works? Move past it. Be educated. Move on.
But
So,
you know what?
mhm.
Not to cut you off, but you know what? I feel like Curtis. that energy that he portrayed when we first started reviewing this show, I don't even think that was really him in the first place. I think he was only doing that just to be over there with Moolah.
And it was a defense mechanism because he didn't know these people were going to make fun of him. Also, there's a bunch of ladies around him who are a lot bigger than him, and that can really fuck with somebody who also has insecurity issues about their own masculinity.
Mm.
I may have a headache,
Mm. You
but
still reading though.
but when I say go, you say hi. Oh, go high, but I will go low. Okay, Michelle Obama, I tried. Too bad. All right, listen.
Right.
Anthony
Okay.
Anthony's on the 4 for me because Anthony's still in the middle of all of this because sometimes I'm with Anthony in his opinion because I'm like, bitch, yes. And then when it comes down to the conversations that happen, like being in front of people, she get real quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why? Like, why are you quiet now, girl? You had a lot to say earlier. At least really says what needs to be said at the time. Gutter likes to throw in a little jab every now and then, but it's like, Miss Mom, you get real quiet. Was it because Milan kicked you in your chest?
It got to be something because he was one of the main ones that said Milan want to be the leader. Milan want to be this. Milan don't want to. Milan want to be that, but he don't address it
But
in his face.
interesting how he came for Anthony so hard on social media, but nobody else who was also dragging his entirety through that episode. But Anthony was the easiest one to touch. So interesting, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking
Very.
of Kate, I agree with you. I think, and I hate to say that for my Houstonian brother, it's not a good look from your edit friend. I be sitting there like, girl, what is she doing? Like, what is she doing? I thought you was bad, sis. Like, I get the money. Yeah, you bet on that. But you better throw a little defense or something. I need you to become a war
And
machine.
see, that pisses me off because of that preview I saw for next week. Who he decides to run up
Well,
on.
and once again, we talked about this, Scotty, with picking and choosing our battles and girls knowing who they can run up on because they know girls ain't
Right.
about that life. And so, why is William the refrigerator up there in that house? For one, we'll talk about that in a second. And two, Anthony, like it gave me very Bad Girls Club, that one season in Mexico where the girl with the bow ran up on somebody and she gave all kinds of pillow top teas. It just was not, it wasn't what I wanted. I'm sorry. It looked like a bunch of stuffed animals were hitting each other going squeak, squeak, squeak. Moving past Anthony, we went through Curtis, we went through Anthony, who was left here, tears. Moolah's better only because Moolah hasn't gotten enough camera time to fuck it up.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yep. You ain't got enough camera time to fuck it up. I actually didn't mind y'all getting up during the whole pussy pockets being passed around, pocket pussies, and Milan dildos. I'll be real with you, I'd have got up.
I would have got up too because I wouldn't have wanted that shit. Even as a gay man, I wouldn't
I'm
have
not
wanted it.
interested in that. Yeah, and if I was interested in it, it'd be from ones that I actually would subscribe to.
Oh, bitch.
So I give Moolah this much to say you didn't have enough time to talk today. I will say this though, the windbreaker
Mm-hmm.
is a lot better than them tracksuits. I like the windbreaker.
I will say that.
It gave
I,
me UT. It gave me University of Texas in Austin. I was like, okay, Longhorns, sell that. I actually would buy your windbreaker, but them jog, girl, giving me Tommy Hilfiger trying to be Adidas. No, ma'am. Also, I need you to wear some more clothes, baby, because them 4 letters, I get it, talk money, nothing else. It sits, but I'm also like cheap. All right. So past Moolah, now we're gonna go on over to Kerrion. You would think I put Kerrion in the bottom here, or Milan, but no, there's somebody else. A
oh, I
jar.
know.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that jar of somebody. Okay. Now, God bless America. Kerrion, you cannot fight. Fact. Now, if you got arrested for stealing someone's car, understandable, or whatever the case may be for that. I didn't see you hurt nobody. You don't give me, especially after this psychological warfare nonsense. You give me, you have to wait till girls go to sleep to get somebody. You get me, you have
Mm-hmm.
to wait until it's like literally off of their brains, and you still been stewing about it. You give me holding a grudge for no apparent reason. You give me tired, girl. That little man with all his wide shoulders ran up on you in his jogger system And I watched you in slow motion go from A, B, death. Relly B wasn't lying. When are you going to tired? When are you going to get tired of getting beat up? You are getting beat up.
I could not
Even
believe he said that. I was so tickled.
like even if Milan's not connecting the fights, girl, you was tossed. You were
Toss.
tossed, baby, and it looks silly. You look silly. You cannot fight. I would feel I wouldn't feel comfortable being next to you and somebody roll up like, what y'all about? Y'all about to bang that shit? I can't look at you and go, oh, he got his. I can take this one. No, I'd have to be like, I gotta protect this man. I gotta protect him. I'm sorry. That baby is touched, and when I say that, I don't mean on a level of mental health. I'm referring to there needs to be a conversation that happens that's not on camera with a
Mm.
professional, and it needs to be for a while because there's some hurt. And you talk about the psychological war. I'm like, what? You're in a rented house on the Zeus network with no furniture, barely any in there, with twin beds and motherfucking rooms, and only one master bedroom.
Exactly. It's a lot that he not saying.
I'm praying for you, Kerrion. That's what I have to give you over
And
this.
it's
I'm
funny
praying.
how he was at because I really want to know if Jamar was here. I wonder what he would have said. But it's funny how he was like at, if not at the top, towards the top of all of our lists for most likable. And it's like with each episode, he clicks down every
Well,
episode.
it's amazing, Scotty, isn't it, when you start to spend more time with people when they start to show themselves?
Mm. Mm.
And that was not a communion wafer, but amen.
Okay, period.
Now Milan is next. Not at the bottom of the list. Milan is next. Believe it or not, I'm a fan of his in terms of the drive, at least to push something like in terms of himself going.
Mm.
He's very much on the entrepreneur scale of even if there's really nothing to sell, I'm gonna sell something to you and I'm gonna sell that on top of this, on top of this. And it went from there. You're a rapper, you're a sexual deviant sometimes. You have a mold of your hole and of your 10 and a half penis, apparently. Good for you. Um, but everything I feel like right now with Milan is good for you because he contradicts himself in every confessional.
Very
He
much so.
has lied directly to everyone almost every day.
Mm.
The argument itself, you claim you never spoke anything about that boy's family. That was the first thing that came out your mouth. You also talked about kicking him out the house and your daddy this and your daddy that. You used every chance you got to say those things. Again, you hit below the belt and then you call yourself a bad boy, but then you in the same breath say, I was defending this person, I was protecting this person, I was doing all that. I'm nervous that Milan's view of reality is only involved in the banking transactions and not in the actual human experiences.
Mm. Mm.
And last and least is Dylan.
I already knew that one.
I'm tired. Listen, listen. Dylan reminds me of a jar of mayonnaise that should have been refrigerated. No one's going to use it. It's expired. It smells bad. Throw it away. Dylan, I'm not to be the one to say that you don't belong in that house. You don't belong in that house. I'm tired of seeing you in your tacky fashions. I haven't seen City Trends make this much of a comeback till you got in the show. Nothing you've
Mm.
worn has been provocative or interesting. You look like you don't care about anything to do with the mirror. Everything about you is gross. I'm tired of seeing him. I really am. You are literally the white associate at a black establishment.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Do we have to go further than this? Oh, I can.
Mm.
When the other person who you was had your back because that was the only white girl in the house with you, once you were left alone, you turned your back on this bitch and called her all kinds of this, that, and the other. Yet you needed that bitch to feel kind of better about yourself because you finally saw someone else who also cracked more than you. Okay. On top of all of those things, you can't fight. So you're a scary bitch. On top of that, you still have a scratch mark on your face. The concealer's not helping. New foundation, sister. Stop using Fenty. It's for other girls. Where are these bitches you fucked? Who
Mm.
has had sex with Dylan? I want to know this question. I mean, answer, excuse me. Who has honestly slept with that man?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No shade. I gotta ask. William, I can see. She gives me pay for play. Uh-huh. This one, I need to know. I really would love to know. I got to know. Who are you fucking? Who has fucked you? Who said it was great?
He gives
Like,
me ironing board teas.
it gives me community suggestions box that never gets full. Like, I guess
Oh.
when
Oh.
I'm tired of Mariah Lynn being on this show. Oh no, wait, Mariah is actually from the hood. Let me be quiet.
This bitch said Mariah Lynn.
Mm, West Coast Chanel. There it is. I'm tired of West Coast Chanel on this show.
Oh, you took it even lower with West Coast Chanel. Oh, no, you did.
I hate, like, she needs to
Oh my
never exist.
God.
I think she's one of the worst people to ever get on TV ever. I blame Rob for that. Like, how dare you bring Chanel West Coast? I have just as much stake in this rap career as anybody else. With that dolphin ass laugh. The fuck out of here. Bitch, you got Hazel nasal ease up in there, giving you all kinds of breath strips up. Baby, no.
Oh my God. I cannot.
No, I had to take back the Mariah Lynn bit because Mariah Lynn gives me what's her face from season 2 of One Chance at Love, the one girl that was basically out there looking like one chromosome, weighing 45 pounds wet, giving you all kinds of that. Very her. You know what I mean? Her name was Slim. I was like, Chance liked her because she was shaped like a man, but I'll be quiet.
He said one cross.
And I wasn't even trying to be gross with that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because Chance got real upset when the girl called him a sissy. And I was like, but wait, why are you getting so mad? I mean, they were calling him out.
Oh my God.
Joshua,
Oh God.
no.
No.
Have you never seen? No, I would no. You know what? Let me not do that to you. Because I know you. I know you right here, baby. Don't do that. Don't. Scotty, you know, because we're close in the age. You remember when Rob and Derek used to have that show back in Rob Derek and Big and it was Big and Rob. There you go. Remember back in those
Yeah.
days? And then Rob got the skateboard place, and Chanel was just somebody that worked there. She
Mm-hmm.
now all of a sudden she's on some really asinine show on MTV that's ruining the station, you know, where they watch videos that we could see on TikTok, and she laughs like a dolphin getting fucked. It's terrible.
And not only that, she
R.I.P.
got her ass on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood and didn't serve any purpose.
And embarrass herself. Embarrass herself. Like just Brittany, no, Chanel West Coast too. Yeah. Showing some quick love. I want to say Milan got what he deserved. I wish we could hear you say it, but you know you'd be quiet anyways.
Don't you do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Scotty. I'll do it because I'll get it for the comment section that don't like me. Maddie would just overtalked him anyways. Catch us
Now
on Sundays.
see.
Catch us on Sundays then and see how I feel. Titties left, titties right, breast intact. Let's go. Let's fight. Okay. Jamar ain't sick. I'm the one that has a headache.
No, Jamar not sick. Now, I keep trying to tell y'all, Jamar not sick. Jamar is not here because of work. Maddie the one that doesn't feel good.
But low key, my headache just went like this. I'm gonna sit right back here. Yeah, bitch, because I'm going in. We'll follow through after this. I got food waiting for you. So yeah, Dylan the mayonnaise jar is honestly the worst casting possible. If I was Natalie's chin, I would have done that over there and said, "You gotta go, baby. You give me twin bed." I just. Why is he there? And I don't want the diversity hire bit. I really need to know what Natalie was thinking. I've seen her family, beautiful family. You know, like what's going on here? Girl, you smart.
Right.
Like, huh? Anywho, that's the cast so far until we get Jonathan up in this piece, who is now honestly in my number 1 ranking. Okay, he's family. He's fam. Yeah, he's fam.
And
He
he
also
is attractive. He really is
Oh,
too.
like I said, he could have thumped me big because when he sat up there, that chest was sitting up high with that gum chewing, looking at Milan like, "So what you about to do?" I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh," I was like, "That was kind of hot." Like, "Oh, you better
It
step up in
was
there." Like,
when he said
"Oh."
what you want to do. I was sitting up there like a lot of things.
So much. And then it was this very, well, we either gonna share this room or I'm gonna just take this room. I was like, oh, and I'd share it. Mind you, with this hair, oh bitch, she's talking about I'm not doing nothing. Trust me, I'd have dun 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 dun. My hair been nice the next day. Y'all that came up. Look, next day Matt comes in. Ooh, hair is late. I don't know what happened. I just went to sleep. And some people went to sleep inside of me. Oh, there you go. No, but
Listen,
I was happy when Jonathan got added to the cast. When Milan came downstairs after this whole fight situation that took place that was so stupid and Kerrion was so antagonistic. Oh, that's that part, Scotty.
mm,
How do you feel about Kerrion's way of, I guess, addressing Milan in the third attempt to have a conversation, because he was antagonistic the entire time, even though Milan's lying or whatever. It was like, you're not serving your case any.
how okay? So this is how I felt about it. It was frustrating because he really wasn't the one that started this whole thing. Milan started it, and Milan is like he disrespected Milan disrespected him first, but the way that Kerrion was carrying on,
Mm-hmm.
that made the whole point mute because now Milan looking like the more mature one, and you looking like you being childish. So my thing is, if you didn't want, like, you don't have to have a conversation with Milan if you don't want to. Milan did disrespect you. Milan did talk about you bring your daddy up, bring
Mm-hmm.
your daddy issues up. So if you don't want to have a conversation with him, and if you don't want to fuck with him, you really don't have to. You well within your rights, but you don't have to be antagonistic, especially when you know that you don't want to fight, and when you know you can't fight.
Because that's
So
punk shit. That's punk stuff right there. That I'm gonna talk
right.
through all this talking, and then that baby has ran up on you several times. I'm gonna win the big war. Are you gonna call? Are you gonna call the police? Like, what were you talking about? Like, what's happening here? Very childish, very seventh grade. I needed to have a red background for the rest of this. Um, Moolah didn't want it with Jonathan. Yeah, because Moolah already knew what was up. That man had a weight, height, and class advantage on him. He would have been dogged across that kitchen. And I would have been here for it. Maybe the actual outfit he was wearing would have been cuter. hmm Um, I also would like to mention that Dylan did call Jonathan fat.
He did. That he did do. Somebody mentioned it in the comments already. That he did do. I want to know if that's going to be addressed at the reunion.
Well, that's the thing. Dylan would have to show up and not be scared or sit behind security, because you already saw him sit behind security for just Relly.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, really, we would swing and move on like it was nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can't. I won't. I will not. Would you have taken any? No, we already answered this question. But if Milan had presented his 10.5 penis to you that he never uses, um, and his or a molding of his rectum, would you take it, or would you be like Curtis and Moolah and accept the pocket Pusal gift?
I wouldn't have accepted a damn thing from Milan. I can't even lie to you. I wouldn't have accepted shit from Milan. Like, Milan is child.
And then I was like, 10.5. I was like, let me
I-
type.
Is that really how long it is? If so, that's a waste.
You know what? Here's the thing. Congratulations to you. Okay. All that stuff, front and the back. Wonderful. Great. My first time meeting you, us getting to know each other in this house, After you just said, "I'm not a whore, I'm not these sluts that this guy was calling me," all these horrible names that you got so triggered by, that made you so mad that you had to bring someone's family into this, you then present people with a molding of your ass and your cock. I'm not calling it a dick. Not for Milan. I'm gonna call it a cock. You're never supposed to say cock like with your mouth like that. It's supposed to be like you gotta dip out of there, like cock, like almost like you're doing some dip and you some backwoods kind of shit. Cock, cock. I hate it too, soulful. That's why I'm using it. Cock. I'm just waiting for the cock to rise so we can go. Oh my god. So, I to me,
Oh my
I would
god.
I would really be honest with him and just be like, "Can I just be real, brother? Like, as much as this is cool that you have this business and it's working for you, I don't want anything that is resembling your flesh inside of me or on top of me, because whenever we do get into it, and we will, what are you gonna use against me?
Mm.
You wasn't mad when you was fucking my pocket pussy. Da da da. You wasn't mad when my dick was inside." Milan is a petty asshole, and Milan knows it, and Milan carries it very well. Go on, petty coat, but like that would be ammunition. Cock. It'd be ammunition. He's smart, but I'm smarter, and so are other people. But the girls taking it like all of that, that's fun and shit. But that's gonna be used later. No,
It
I
is.
wouldn't take it. No, that's gonna be. It's what if Kerrion took it? Like, come on, cock. All right. Okay, not TMI, but low-key, I was watching something the other day, and then like one of those
Uh-huh.
videos came up, and then was us in the video, like us, all that kind of stuff, right? When I
Mhm.
heard that black man say "cock," I was like, "What am I watching? Who is this?" Like, let me make sure I'm watching the right person, not that one little short man with the big chest, who only like mess with like white people, not that guy. But not him. But I had to check. I'm like, did he just say what I think he just not dick? It was calm. It's like, okay, this is a lot.
It is so weird to hear somebody like us say that. It's so
That's why you always, if we say it, it has to be out of just yes, soulful dog. That's who I was like, girl. But I chat like when I hear us say it, we always say it out of comedy. It's never from like just a perspective of the word. It's only out of like like I sound like the what was the movie again? Lost World Jurassic Park, when they took that T-Rex baby away. The mother's gonna be fighting her child. I sat through that movie, Scotty, like that little baby saying cock. I'm
Oh
telling
my
you,
god.
mom. My goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
Let me take a little sip of water for my.
Oh my god. Now,
He did, Andrew.
what did you think about Moolah trying to be the voice of reason in
You
this
must.
situation?
I got you. You must be this tall to have an opinion for this kind of crowd. I'm gonna tell you what it looked like to me when Moolah stood up. It looked like somebody's child watching his parents fight in the middle of a Walmart and getting really upset because they're embarrassing him. It was cute. It was adorable. Your masculine energy being thrown a bunch of both these sizzles. It was really cute. It was adorable even. You were on my radio show and you never showed up. You was about to get a country ass whooping.
So what a god he was.
That man just walked in the house and you're already on the I'm peeping out your fly. You capped on my radio interview. Don't you ever say cap to somebody. Like I don't play with that word. Oh, so you want to be funny. That's no, we ain't using that kind of terminology over here. Bitch, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. I've never heard of the radio show till today. So when he was acting like he walked on an interview, who is this for? Like, what's going on here? But again, Moolah, you tried it inserting your masculine dominance up in there, and big titties. Jonathan was not about to let that happen. Old swole
Period.
piss McGee, country fed, cornbread, raised Dallas, Texas. I love it when I see my Texas brothers come up in there looking like what? It's like yes, because Lord knows I'd walk up in there all kinds of not going to be me, but about to be because I'm telling you, which is why I can't get into. Someone said Kerrion from Fort Worth, where he got a little privilege. Yeah, his dad lived in a nice neighborhood too. I understand that. Also, even if they live in a nice neighborhood, though, your family can still be hood. I mean, look at Kirk Franklin. He looked like he's like everything about him gives me like milk crate box tea stand up. I'm a sing for y'all kind of mess. I can't stand that man.
Oh my God.
How
Not
you got
milk.
Grammys for not singing but yelling at people?
I never could understand it.
Just yelling at people, give you a Grammy. For what? That man screamed at her. Like, what you mean?
Like you didn't sing. All you
I'm
did
telling
was
you,
talking the song.
he was low key talking to Kerrion. See, now I'm Milan. See, now I'm Milan. All that yelling. See now I'm Milan. See how easy that was? That was easy. That was too easy. Like I won't say that. I ain't gonna play with them. I'm all for shits and giggles, y'all, all tea. But yeah, Moolah is giving me less moo energy. And honestly, now that Jonathan's walked in, I know the games are on, and the girls are going to be feeling some kind of way because right now they like that Milan's being checked, but y'all all gonna get your checks if you act up.
But see, the energy completely shifted the moment Jonathan walked through the door. Like
Mm-hmm.
they had just had this whole carry on Milan thing going on. Milan thinking he bad, he this and that. Moolah thinking that he's the what is it, the alpha male of the group, all this other stuff. Then you get somebody like Jonathan who
Who has
walks
worked with A-list celebrities, who has a clientele out this world, owns
in.
his
Hmm.
house, has pets that are exotic animals for that might not be legal in this state.
Right. Period. Okay. And the moment he walked in,
B-
everything changed.
Bitch, Dylan was really scared. Why else would he have called someone fat like that when William sat in the bed next to him? You had a used makeup sponge sitting in the bed next to you. Girl, better yet, William punked you so hard you had the floor bed. I bet you money he's still on that floor too. I
I
bet
bet
you money,
he is. I bet he is.
just
I
like a
bet.
cuck.
And then, and then Jonathan walks in, and it's like everybody, like it was crazy. Like the whole room was changing. And then when the moment that Moolah brought up, like you just brought up a minute ago, when he brought up that interview, I just knew it was going to be an
I'm
issue.
so mad I called him that. Oof. Because now I know what he gives me is that energy. I'm like, oh my God, you do give energy. Like, real talk. Like, you're going to be watching someone fuck somebody else and be sitting under there, like, he give me that. He give me that. I was in the room when it happened. It was amazing. You know how he talks like this? Like, oh my God, my boyfriend who never fucked me or whatever, right? Yeah, he like got this guy who was like really hot or whatever, and I wanted to join them. They said, nah, I can't do that. So I could watch. So I was like watching and shit or whatever. And they told me to come over and they just let it all on me. It was cool.
Oh my goodness.
I
I
I
just all I know was that I was just waiting for somebody to say the wrong thing while Jonathan was up in there. I was just
it,
waiting.
it was fun to see how quiet Milan was.
Yeah, it's like he knew what time it was from the moment he walked in.
Silent. It was deadly and not a gas. Ooh, that's three. Come on, Maddie. Like seriously though, like you that big headed motherfucker be like always got something to say and then be over talking people. But when Jonathan's tracksuit, sweat beading coming from his head after being in that car for that long, waiting for them to let him come out in there, because that house don't have that AC running. It smell. I know it don't have that AC running in there like that. And I'm glad they're in California because a bitch would have my windows open and outside all the time. But like, real tea, shut him down. Oh, we had a fight and stuff. Yeah, we had some issues. Whoop to whoop. Almost like Milan was worried to say that he got in an argument with somebody, so that way Jonathan would know. Oh, you swing? Okay.
Exactly.
Let's see how well you fight. But what made this really also sad, Scotty, is like the fact that not only did Jonathan come in there and punk your ass, he gave you the option though. He gave you an option, which are a big ass room. We can share this room. No, I'm not sharing unless we're fucking. I guess I'm taking your room then. Instead of him beating up Milan the first day he was there, out of respect to the household, which I was like, wow, I'm gonna go sit in the hotel. I'll be back. I said, sis, that's a real one. I'm gonna get you tomorrow. And then Milan, and I'm telling you, I am shocked. I was shocked after all the area codes you yelled, after you told us how much Chicago you are, Florida, Chicago, everywhere you wanted to claim where people have had blood spilt on the ground. You had to call somebody else who's about that life to come there, and you lied to that person and made it seem like people were going to jump you. That's why I'm pissed. That's why I was
Yeah,
mad.
because he was on that phone like I didn't got into it just about everybody in the house. I didn't
No,
beat
you haven't.
everybody's
No, you
ass.
haven't. No, you
Everybody.
haven't.
Like,
You haven't
what?
beat anybody's ass. You've rubbed your knuckle against someone's face. Okay. You low key gave a few people massages. You try to wrestle babies because pull a motherfucker down and tap 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 tap. That's the only way girls can do, right? You don't be just squaring up. I have not seen him square up once. I've seen him do rear backs,
Mm-hmm.
grapple holds, and throwing things. Okay. And you snuck Kerrion. You snuck him.
Right.
Regardless of him being, I can't fight because my daddy's, ha, ha, you snuck him. So you called this, and he was actually cute too. I was like, oh, okay. He called his cute friend and was like, yeah, I need you to come over here because you about that like bang, to bang, bang, bang. He's like, bet, ain't got to say nothing else, which I live when people be like, oh, like, yes, you got to say nothing. Come over here and save me. But oh, Andrew, I already know it. Trust me. In the commercial, Jonathan was taking off his jacket, and the old boy ran up on him while he was still taking it off. Too bad that the commercials from the trailer already showed us that you were losing that fight.
Mm.
While Milan, I dare you to run in. Ooh, if Milan jumps in that fight in the middle of them two swinging, he will have lost so much respect from me. It's
Oh,
already this much, but it's like, man, like if anything, you called him to fight your battle. You let him swing and get his ass whooped appropriately. And he can turn around and do it to you too, bitch.
exactly. That's
That's
all I'm saying.
crazy. That's crazy. Like you called someone. I thought you were that girl. Highlight K, thank you. Jonathan did get on IG and reveal that Zeus wanted him to go to the hotel because Milan threatened to leave the house over this whole.
Mm. But you bad though. But you bad though. You bad though. You the leader of the pack. You run everything. You done whooped everybody ass. But this dude just came in the house, made your ass squirm like
With
squirm
while chewing gum. While chewing
while
gum.
chewing gum.
Oh,
While chewing gum in a
oh,
tracksuit.
in a track,
In a
bitch.
tra-
Now, Scotty,
it-
now you know why I be in my track suits? Stay ready. Bitch. Not only is this expensive, but I can move in it. What's up? I'm telling you.
exactly. Exactly. You sat there. You just got through going in like how you was punking Kerrion, and then not too long after that, this dude come in the house. All he asked you to do is share the room, and you ain't want to do that.
He
Your
said, now,
ass.
Milan, come on. It's a big room. Every other room is too small. My luggage alone is not going to be here. Like, come on. Like, come on now. And Milan wanting to be HBIC, you're nothing of Tiffany New York Pollard of the sorts. It's not
Mm-hmm,
happening. And
mm-hmm.
so, sorry, y'all, look at me trying to give interest. So, like, and Joshua Rio is fine. Yes, he is. But I was also like, ooh, that I wish you weren't fighting for Milan. That was how I was looking at it. Like, I wish you were fighting for yourself, but not Milan.
Right.
I'm like, isn't he the one that's also going to get chased around with that chair too later on in the season? Does he come back in the season just to get fight for Milan again? Like, what is going on here, y'all? Natalie was mad Milan snuck Kerrion, so she called Jonathan. Natalie don't like bullies. That's why she
See,
seeked Milan on Relly. I would have forgot Milan was there if Jonathan wasn't pressing him.
mm.
Hmm.
Ah!
Digging my scalp, digging my back, beat up Milan. I'll take you out. How about that? Okay. Okay. I was like, ooh, I like a little something to hold.
And
um,
then, just like Jamar said in the group last night, is it
mhm.
just, did you think the same thing we were thinking when they was in that closet and he kept on like pressing Milan? It came across like it just felt like sexual energy for a second. It felt like,
He the thing is that I think that Jonathan, while was playing with it, which is where the sexual energy was coming from, trying to get Milan to like chill the fuck out. But once he wasn't doing it, it was like, okay, this is where we're gonna do it, like all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So let me tell you something. I called the girl scary from the jump. I have been proven right. A lot of the things I've had on the show, I have been proven right on. Like
let's let's
honestly.
let's get the list. Let's get the list of what you've been proving right on. Let's get the list. Let's get the
Andrew
list.
Caldwell, 1. William DeBattis, 2. Dylan, 3. Mullah Curtis, 4. Milan, 5. What do you want me to do? Like, what do y'all want me to say about this? Like, it's too easy at this point because I mean, I don't know who's in the editing room going A, B, C, but like, come on. Dylan's scary, white on the show, ain't able to do shit. Just be there and give us tacky fashions. Gutta K is one of the best casting decisions they've made. Best ones.
Mhm.
But you need to use this baby more. You're actually underutilizing Gutta K for whatever reason. Relly B is his own producer. God bless him. I'm seeing the work pull through, brother. They're giving you the edit you deserve. Anthony, you can host parties. You fighting William.
Out of all people you want to fight William.
I love how it looked when Curtis was behind that stripper too. It was almost like seeing Boosie have his child host a birthday party. Do I need to continue that? Right?
Keep going.
Okay, cool. Curtis was giving all kinds of Boosie's child, who had that stripper come over and the underage level of things, and has that situation that happened. It definitely gave this child needs an adult. Where is he? Um, Jonathan's my little cousin. He be knocking motherfuckers out since he was born. He got hands in real life. I believe it.
And thank you for the cash app,
But
child.
but Queen B, for the super chat, I'm asking particularly because I don't know, but I know about Dallas because I've spent many, many times there. I'm Houstonian. But I was wondering if he was from Oak Cliff because I know motherfuckers from there. And that's why I don't play when someone's like, "Where are you from?" Oh, girl, I'm never gonna fight her. I will lose. And if I win, if I win, I'm going to the hospital and getting like stitches and everything because I would have had to fight. Okay. And I've seen fights in Oak Cliff. I used to date this dude down there. Ooh, he was great. But tall motherfucker too. He was down, down low, whatever. Those are my younger days. But he used to take me to fights, like people he knew. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Child, I would be seeing people's eyes get knocked out and shit. I was like, oh no, girl, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not. I don't want to. I don't scratch me, maybe, but no, like you ain't gonna knock my eyes. Leaned his in Milan face with his elbow on his leg and said, "What you gonna do, Milan? Straight checkmate." Oh, it was very that.
Yes.
I grew up on the north side of Houston, Andrew, but I lived on the south side for the majority of my time living in Houston. I've lived mostly on south side and southwest, southeast. Yeah. His mom is from okay. Okay. Now I thank you, Queen. When I tell you she gave me the map, now I know. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's the last
Let
one.
me know. Let me
That
know. Let me know.
Scotty, that's the last one. That's the last one you want to be fighting. That's the last one.
Oh, okay, I get it
Like,
now.
you know how people from New York tell you there's certain areas that if you go fight somebody from over there, that's not what you want? That would be like
Mhm.
that in Texas terms. Oh, no. I'm not getting in that fight. He can hit me. It's gonna be me too. Oh, girl, I'm just gonna act like it hurt the first time. Nope, I'm out.
But you know what? Those, you know what? That was the first place someone said Oak Cliff from the very beginnings. I remember seeing that on Twitter. Someone said he got to be from Oak Cliff. That was somebody that
Got
said.
to be, and that's shit. I think I wrote that. I don't know, but I once he said Dallas, I was like, there are 3 places in particular I know of where if they came from there, all right, here we go. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. No, it's so funny. Someone was like from Houston, what side? But I graduated from Westfield. You know that school fights, so that should tell you, girl. We were on the news one time from C. Girl, there was a helicopter that was flying over the school because it was right after Katrina, and so a lot of
Mhm.
people from New Orleans that came there, and there was a big old fight that broke out that was so big. My sister was literally graduating that year. They had the camera. They had a whole helicopter with some camera watching students run to their cars because he was popping. It was like, baby, mm, baby. I know of the A-Leaf area. I have lived in the A-Leaf area. I'm quite familiar with that. And girls over there in the Southwest don't play either at all. Soulful Dog, you know, we fought. I fought at Westfield, bitch. I didn't play no games either, especially that boy that called me a punk. I wore him straight out in them lockers. And do it again, too. Kerrion looks so lame trying to ride Jonathan's coattail. He literally, okay, thank you, Andrew. Oh, good. That's a good setup. I got you, baby. Thank you for that setup. Oh, now I'm going to go in.
Now you really finna go in now, child. You really finna go in.
What is more embarrassing? Being someone who got beat up by a gremlin or being someone to talk about a beast walking into the house that is going to protect you like your bell? This is not a Disney production. This is not a Disney production. Carry on. That punkness came out of you real quick right there, baby boy. You look real feminine. I'm getting a little Alexander Rogers right there. Feminine. Femininity. Why are you sucking his balls so deep and intense that the hairs have found their way to floss your teeth? What?
Oh my god.
Oh, them Dallas motherfuckers, they don't play that kind of shit. Hold on, man. Aren't you from close to there? You know what I'm saying? It's like, wait, man. Like, where are you from then, if that's all the case? It really read as very silly to me. We went to church with Kerrion growing up. He really not about that life. I could see.
We believe it, child.
I can see. He give me a book a day. Mm-hmm. And maybe the same book. I don't know. She don't give me more than 20 pages of reading and really getting lost in the thought. But it was he was too excited for me. He was too happy to see that Milan was going to get checked. It was very much I'm going to have this grown man fight my battles. I hope Jonathan embarrasses him a little bit by saying, "Kerrion, shut the fuck up, because you should have been handling this by yourself. I'm going to win the long war. Are you? Because you in jail now, or are you out?" I mean, your daddy's still winning the long war. No shade. Just being real here. Like, once I saw him on the show, I said, this is a great opportunity for him to speak his piece, be himself, show what's up, and build a career off of this, which it can happen. Ask Cardi B. Mona Scott Young,
Right.
hello. Like, it's possible to build something from the platforms that you're on, but you take advantage of those opportunities. However, if you're not showcasing the mouth that is runneth over like your cup, then I find this to be a starving conversation. I can't do nobody that's going to tell me the plate. You're like, imagine, Scotty. Here we go. I got it. We've been invited to dinner. We sit down. It's a beautiful setting. We have been told for months this food is going to be banging. We had pictures sent to us. Everything, all of that. We get there. We're dressed in our finest Chantilly fashions. We're giving Met Gala 2022 on the theme. On the theme. I now sit here and I get to the table. We're sitting down, all of us. Jamar too, full beat and everything. Everybody. The
Right.
place setting's good and all that kind of stuff. The head host then sits down. We haven't been served anything yet. Hey, are we going to eat? Oh, yeah, I know we talked about the food. But I just really wanted y'all to be here. Thanks for coming. That is Kerrion in a nutshell. All of this, all these words, and nothing has come out of it outside of some sort of deep conversation about what he's went through with his father. A couple of eye-opening moments here, but as far as being a bad boy, I haven't seen it yet, and not from what they're asking of him to be a bad boy. His definition of a bad boy isn't for this show. Him and Dylan can start sleeping together.
Uh,
It make more
uh.
sense now. Didn't Kirk teach? Hey, Gabby and I. Hey, baby. She be on my panels. Be cutting up. Mama can read. Didn't Kirk teach him how to stomp? What happened? I guess he went to the school of Andrew Caldwell. It
Oh
was
my god.
Kimberly. It was. I. That is actually things that I like. I was like, oh, this. Yes. Is
I
that
was like,
available?
ooh. I was like,
I'm like,
ooh.
let me find somebody like that here in Houston, child. I might not move to LA. um,
I
Maddie,
was
would
like,
you
ooh.
fight Jonathan? Oh no, I would. The only way I'd fight him is if it was very much like a toxic baby boy situation. I'm Taraji P Henson and he like Tyrese, and all that fighting ends up with us in the bed. That'd be the only time that happened. That would be the fight. Like we would have to start sleeping with each other after that. Sorry,
Oh
I'd
my
lose on
god.
purpose.
Moolah is attracted to Kerrion and only asked if he was out because he didn't want Kerrion to spill his tea once he made a move. Typical DL move. Ooh. Oh my god. I cannot. Okay. That sounds like something he
Let
be
me
doing.
pretend that's never happened to me.
Cause it's damn sure happened to me so many times. It still does. Still does. Okay.
A
Now
recent Tinder
Andrew.
match.
Up.
This man said,
Like,
I know who you are on YouTube. I just appreciate. I hope you can keep us like on the deal." And I was like, "Sir, you're 27. Stop." I'm 35. Ain't no way. I'm about to scare you. Keep it a secret. I'm
right.
like,
We're
yeah,
not.
but I need you to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be up there. Like like let me sign a contract. I need an NDA. Okay. I'll keep that damn.
Right.
I'll keep that one.
Not Andrew saying he believed Dylan can whoop Carry On. That's a mess.
With what? All he gotta do is throw William's dirty pillow on him. It'll be a wrap.
oh my god.
It'll be a wrap because he gives me germaphobe. Currently, look like somebody who would sit at the edge of your bed and watch you sleep. No, ma'am. Only if he eat the box, he can sleep over there. Let's see here.
Oh my god.
At least we saw Dylan swing. Where? A windmill? This? Oh no. What? No. That was William. William DeBass was doing this. This was Dylan sliding doors. Like he going out in the lanai, baby. You know, very much that. Ooh, I love this glass door. He was just sliding glass doors. That's all Dylan was doing.
That's all he was doing. Period.
Going over his aunt's house apartment.
Look, Lamula looked like a dog hiding something in his mouth.
Gabby, you want to know what he's hiding in his mouth? Cock. No, just every now and then you'll find a good top that also likes to suck his bottom's pain. So I'm sure Curtis is really happy that's getting taken care of, especially with those light eyes looking up at him.
Oh my god! But you
Really,
can't tell
Daddy?
me Moolah and Curtis hunching all over their room.
I love how one of them was like, "Aren't y'all roommates?" Oh, who was that? That was so funny. Y'all ain't gonna feel no way about that. Because the pocket pussies, oh, yeah, but y'all roommates though. So like, how y'all gonna feel with y'all being covers?
Listen,
This
I
show is terrible.
cannot.
I love it. It's awful, but I love it. Oh, it's stupid, but I love it. Oh,
I
and
hate to see Carry on here. I think he needs to continue counseling and get himself together. He has deep rooted issues. I
yes,
think we all agree with that. We all
yes,
agree with that.
yes. Maddie, you will be trying out for Mulat's new show. He's taking auditions. What new show?
He got a show coming out.
What show?
Is it coming on Zeus too?
Oh
That's the
girl.
only place he could get a show.
Well, how much they paying me? As much as the girls want to rag on Zeus, how much is that check? Because I can only give them so much to where they can use what they can use. And Lord knows I'm a self-producer, so good luck. Yeah, I already know the camera in my face. There is no way. All I got is it's in Miami. I don't know any specifics. What is it about? I'm confused. Is he doing a dating show? Is that like what's his name from the Circle Atlanta doing a dating show? Is it like
who,
that where they make
who,
ads for it and it doesn't happen?
who from the Circle of Atlanta doing a dating show?
I didn't say they were doing it. I said they advertised for it.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. You'll get my reaction when I see it. I can't wait to see it. Someone needs to. Okay, let me look. Let me look. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired. I'm so
I
tired.
didn't do anything. I just
I'm
showed up
so
today.
tired.
I just showed up today. My head was hurting. It's not hurting anymore, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh my
We
god.
appreciate you for being here. Hit that like button. Hashtag Team Scotty. Fuck
You
everybody else
are a
that come on your channel, huh,
fucking
bitch?
mess. You are a fucking mess.
Because that name for him was perfect, right? It was perfect. I'll have the corned beef, please.
Oh my
Thank you.
god.
Just got
Oh my god.
the corned beef with a little bit of mustard on top with rye bread. Just make it as unappetizing as possible.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Tell me how long got his friend in the house for protection against Jonathan, but supposedly no outsiders are allowed in the house due to COVID. Make it make sense.
Because he is being come on now, y'all. If they had to have Jonathan go sit in a hotel so Milan wouldn't leave the house.
Right.
Speaking of Maddie, would you ever do Lovers and Friends? Like be on the show or cover the show? What is Lovers and Friends?
That's one of those chasing reality shows. That's like a dating show. They have
No.
contestants, and then they have like two people that's looking for love, and they come up with these different guys for you to choose from, and then the friends are involved in you choosing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm weird with dating. Like, I don't like people who want to be seen. Ooh. Like at all. Like if you're trying to
Mhm.
be like that social media girl, I can't fuck with you like that. Like I
You know
want
what
some
we had? You know what you said this on Boys Night Out one time.
yeah, like I need someone who's sort of not off the grid. Like I can still find out who they are, but is not trying to be the next Milan Christopher. Okay. Like I'm not shading that, but honestly, I also don't want my friends involved in the decision making that I have with who I spend the rest of my life with. Because if
Right.
they're also looking at that person as a contender for sexual it too much. No, no, thank you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Right. Like I. I
Listen, I just want someone who's a little bit bigger than me, who can, toss me around the room a little bit and who gonna let me be bossy sometimes, but also understand that I'll be sorry in those occasions. We take accountability over each other. We just take care of each other. I just want someone to take care of me. I take care of them. That's it. That's it. That's all I want.
And then we be
Take care
trying
of
to
each other.
be real selective on who we date, especially now that our social media, YouTube appearances goes up every day. We be real selective because a lot of the times these guys that reach out to us that want to date us, they've seen us on YouTube.
And when
So you
screenshot shit, make a story up, do all that kind of extra. I'm very, very weird with dating now because I've had people literally play in my inbox like they like me and that was not happening. It was I found out
Right.
somebody was catfishing me actually one time. I was like, "Whoa." So, I don't you have to be on some real shit to get to me, and I'm not saying that I'm a big, like, oh, I'm some slip. No, 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 no. I just mean you gotta come at me correctly. Like, "Hi, I know of you from this. I know this, that, and the other. Whoop, choo, whoop, whoop, whoop. Omar, you better let them know too. I'm shaped right for God, okay?"
Mm,
So,
okay.
like, I'm not going to sit here and play some game with I just can't do that, like, honestly, like, for real. I am too old, Scotty. We are too old.
Yes. Yes.
I need
Okay.
a house, I need some dogs, I need some time. I don't need your problems, okay? Like, I don't. I don't want them.
Because people have seen me on panels and stuff, and then they'll start following me, and then they'll hit me up in the DMs. Now there are some that are, I'm not gonna say everybody's not genuine, because there are some that are genuine
Yeah,
as fuck, but then there
yeah.
are some that are weird.
There's some people who I actually am attracted to, but I don't know how to discuss it with them
Yeah.
because of what we do, and the flirtation is there, and I think they're like, "Oh, Maddie, it's not that. I need you just to push the button a little bit because I don't
Yeah,
know what you're
because
over here for."
I've been so cautious about that ever since the beginning of the year, because like not just the beginning of the year, but even last year, like when guys would try to talk to me and stuff like that, it used to be so damn weird, because I'm like, they'll be like, I seen you here, I seen you there, and I'd be like, you did?
And this is me, and you didn't say anything? That
Right.
made me
You know
half
what
the
I'm
time, like,
saying?
for example, Scotty, when we were in Atlanta at Bulldogs, and that dude had walked up and was like, "I know of you and Jamar and da 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 da." That man was
Mhm.
fine, and
He
I was
was.
like, had I've known that he was even somewhat interested, I'd have gave him my time. We'd have been on a date the next day. Do you understand me? I'd have paid for dinner.
We
That
wouldn't have
part.
seen you for a while.
No, no, just 24 hours. He would have eaten 24 hours, but he was cute. And it was also like, oh, you watch Drag Race, you're black, and you're not rude or offensive or in this toxic masculine era. Oh, and you got body, and and you heard the accent. You know I love a man when I was just like, everything checked. But I also was like, again, you have to, in Scotty, the same way, we have to be like this just a little bit. Like I would need you to initiate more, and then I will let you in. And once I let you in, it's not a game.
Yeah, it would take
Not a
me
game.
a while before I even give a person my number at one point. Like, it'll take me months before I even let you have my phone number. Like, I whatever like, I will put the damn DMs on vanish. It's just crazy.
I'm telling you. So like, I just wait. William was online trying to get Shamar and Rolling Ray to audition for season 2. Why is William talking to Matthew? Mm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Probably want to sleep with Shamar, but I'll be quiet. Okay.
Do you feel that way, Maddie?
I had one time, one guy in particular, because the next, like, after we started, like, talking and sort of having conversations about taking it seriously, all of a sudden, "I'm interested in making a YouTube channel. Can you help me out with that?"
Uh, did he want to make a couple channel too?
"Can we film together?" I was like, "Well, that's the block. That's the block button. It's coming around the corner. Choo choo, chugga, 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 chugga," and blocked.
Oh my
Golly. I
god.
was like, "No, not another one. Not another one." I want the guy who's gonna go with me to this Doctor Strange movie. You hear what I'm saying? I need
Right.
someone who can go to this Doctor Strange movie and knows Maddie doesn't like to sit all the way at the top, nor all the way in the front. Let's get a middle seat, probably 4th row from the front. Yep, me. We're not eating there because we're going out to eat because popcorn sticks in my teeth. We're going to the gym the next morning because obviously we did too much last night. That's what I'm looking for.
Right.
We're going to breakfast. I'm paying this time because he paid for dinner yesterday. That's all.
And then on top of that, I've recently learned, I haven't seen it for myself, but I recently learned and read that they said people be using my pictures on these apps like Jacked and Grinder to catfish other people, and I found that to be very odd.
It
'Cause-
happened to me once, but he was a stalker and he basically was telling people I was out there spreading diseases and shit because I wouldn't sleep with him I wouldn't sleep with him. I have every screenshot still saved, full name, account, all that. I went to the police with this. His ex hit me up. Oh, I have it
Oh
all.
Lord.
At any given time, if you ever come back in my life, I'm just gonna have to do the next process and take his away because I'm like, no, no, I don't even know you like that. So I've heard of it too. It has happened. Some people have told me I've seen you here and there. And I'm like, no, for y'all's sake, I'm only on two, if anything, now, and they're actually just Hinge and Tinder, and I'm about to delete the Tinder because that
Yeah,
is
because see, I've
awful.
never been on those sites before, so that's why I was confused at one point in time. Because when I would say I've never been on Grind, I've never been on because I never have.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll be like, "I saw you on there." I'm like, "No, the fuck you did," and if you did see me, that ain't on me.
Yeah. See, I'm no longer on the Jacked Grinder and any of those mostly sex dating apps or whatever. I'm on the other ones, and in reality, you would definitely know it's going to be me over somebody playing as me because, like, for real, for real. But the only reason I do that with online dating is because I don't go out enough because I'm always recording all day long and I rarely go out like that. So it's a little bit easier for me to have a conversation with someone online to initiate a meetup date outside. That and I don't go clubbing anymore in bars. I just don't. It's not my thing. Not anymore. I like to go, but not. We're going out. This no, no, no. That's wasting money. Y'all all smell like no. Like someone
Not
over here
y'all.
mad.
All serious.
Someone's mad about something for no reason. I had one dude want to fight me at Crockers because of something I said on a video one time, and his friends had to stop him. And I was like, "Is this reality?" And it wasn't even big. It was like some dumb thing. Like you talked about my sister, who, and it was some drag queen. I was like, "That's not your family member, is it? No, it's not. It's not no one that you're blood related to. No, oh, okay." And then when I had to show them their information in my phone, I was like, "Is this her phone number? Is this our text thread? Oh, y'all cool? Yeah." While you was trying to swing on me.
They are crazy. Like people, I really realize how crazy people are. The more my shit gets bigger, it's just like they're crazy. Not a fake account of T on Jack. What? See, not them stealing our pictures and shit.
Again, this is why I get kind of sad even thinking about dating or whatever because I feel like people just believe anything. Like you saw what happened when Milan posted those pictures of Anthony. So it's like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I feels like why even try fighting for this if people are just wanting to see others fail so deeply? So for me,
Mhm.
that's why I just sit in the back and I sort of go, well, here's my profile. This is me. If you want to find out more about me, go to my YouTube. If you don't like this kind of guy, then don't invest in me. But in reality, I'm a lot more chill. And you know that, Scotty, outside this camera because
Very
I'm on
much
my
so.
relax. I'm very chill. Now I'm a read a bitch, but like I'm very chill. I'm also very I'm a push through. Like they don't move fast enough for me. So I had to get Scotty, Jamar. They kind of like, well, and I'm like, where are we going? What's happening here? Car's here now. Let's go.
Or you'll be like, nope. Let me call them right now. Okay, so this is what we need. Blah blah
I'm real mom. I'm real mom real quick because I'm like, what's happening? Nothing's being said. Oh, we got a problem? Okay, let's fix it.
blah.
Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Reservations at 8:30. We got it. Okay, you need a car? Who got a car? Who driving? That's how I operate.
Right.
So again, this person you see here is just an extension of me, just like how it is for Scotty. These are extensions of us that we like to share because again, I feel very comfortable in these spaces online. Thank you, YouTube, for the platform to have these moments. But in reality, dating sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And anybody who now is sort of like, I'm going through it, girl, get on social media and be somebody, deal with that. Deal with that. Because people hate you for no reason. Okay. Trying to
Yeah,
set up
people.
dating profiles just so they can talk to you and drag you.
Yeah, like it's crazy, and you know it's crazy to me because I thought I was the only one that would be very standoffish when someone would try to approach me, trying to talk to
Mm.
me because they see me on the video somewhere. And I'd be like, look, I don't know what the fuck they on. Like I'll give you some conversation, but then like,
I tried to date someone and be public with it on my YouTube channel. Then his friends were watching my channel talking shit about me. He broke up with me. And then I found out he was talking shit about me when I had been speaking nothing but nice stuff about him. It
oh,
just really blew my mind, Scotty, because I'm like, again, there are times when we as people aren't our best selves, and sometimes people catch us at the wrong moment, and they can take
Right.
that as you forever. But you know you, your real people know you, and sometimes you have to
Exactly.
differentiate that separation of others' feelings about you and really in reality who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Gabby, no, I am a Libra with a Virgo rising. That's that perfectionist in me, like I took with Scotty. And then I have a Gemini moon. That's why I'm emotional as fuck. Okay. Like that's why you see me crying to anything. Because it's like, oh my God, that was emotional. That poor child doesn't have food. Someone save her. I will be sobbing over stuff like that. But in reality, again, over time and in my experience with dating, I can't let stuff bother me as deeply as it used to be because it's the way the world works. There's always going to be a
Yeah.
fool to push a barrel, and there's always going to be a king to advise or tell that fool to push said barrel. It's always going to be some sort of setup or situation. So,
That's
versus
true.
me being upset about it, I'm just like, when it comes, it comes. When it's my way, it will be that way. And when God says it's my time, it will be. Just like this press pass I needed for DragCon. We didn't find out till last week, and we had been applied months ago. And I said, if it will
Right.
be, it will be. And Mimi the same. We were like, if it will be, it will be.
Hmm.
Boom, y'all got approved.
And
Here's
it
all your
was.
stuff. And it's, if it will be, it will be. If
Right.
I'm gonna make it to Scotty's birthday for Atlanta, I'll go. Oop, I had the money. I went.
Right. It had a good ass time.
A good time. We had a great time. It was fun. I was happy to leave the house for a second there. I was happy to finally meet Scotty so I could put rumors to rest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I was so tired of people say we hated. Ooh, it got on my nerves because it was just very pointed in a sense of let's have more black gay men hate each other. And I really
Right.
didn't like that. Like, not at all. Not at all. And so I was thankful to once again see my friend Jamar because Scotty, now you know how much I care for my friend and how I will do anything for him. Jamar, like
Hmm.
that relationship is emotional because I haven't had someone so peaceful in my corner before like that. In many situations where I was mad at sometimes at Jamar, and Jamar would have to pull me back in, and I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. And I met Josiah. Being honest with you, I may have never have met him ever in life, but I needed to meet him there. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad we had breakfast and stuff like that. And I mean, we did brunch in Houston, but no, I met him in Atlanta. I
Hmm.
met him in Atlanta. And once we meet T, that'll be fine too when he gets off his prison trade.
Not prison trap.
Because she like to try to read me in her own videos, girl, when she can never. But it's okay.
Yeah,
I
but
love
see,
T. That's auntie. That's sis.
yeah, it is like, and I'm glad we've talked about this so many times on camera, but it like people really don't understand that we have all really developed a bond with one another because we were working together, and it became more than just like a co-worker type thing. We really saw how we bonded. We really got to bond when we met in Atlanta. Like we really got to
Mhm.
bond. And
Mhm.
you even, and we've talked about this in front of camera before. Like, Josiah is the youngest, and a lot of the times he's not so sure of himself, and you had to make him be sure of himself. And that was a good thing.
Bitch, I sat
You know,
him down, girl. That
you
did
sat
that
him
night.
down. It was like
Woo!
2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all. It was 2 or 3 o'clock in
I
the morning.
was preaching that night. I was preaching. I said, "Oh my God, they got me in these robes up in here," and I was giving Josiah the work because I was tired of that baby feeling bad. And I said, "I have had enough. Let me talking about you. Let's start. Let's start really
And
opening
then
your."
I came downstairs, and Maddie was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I woke you up." I said, "No, you didn't wake me up. I came down here to
And,
listen to what you
and
had to
Scotty
say."
came down with his blanket and sat right there in that couch and said, "Oh, I'm gonna get this sermon today." Because I was like, I'm in my full glory and I'm gonna make sure this baby leaves here feeling some kind of better about himself. He still got my number. I know he's scared to call me. I am talking to you, Josiah. Because you know what? Just like my other friend that had to call me the other day, who knows when it's time to have a conversation, Maddie's gonna give me the work. Because in reality, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? And it's very difficult for me because of my own issues with friends that I've had that messed me over, family members that didn't do me right. It's very hard for me to accept people who care about me sometimes. But I
Right.
accept y'all because y'all have shown me that you give a damn. If you didn't, we wouldn't be here. And just like how we worked things out for that trip, Scotty, when it seemed, oh, no, 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 honey, wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We got it. I wish
Mhm.
people would see that more often. Sometimes I get that other folks just like to say whatever they want to say, see what sticks. It works that
Mhm.
way all the time. But in reality, hold on, Kay, what you say? You know what, Scotty? I love this. You and Maddie's friendship is lovely. I don't know why, but Scotty, I literally thought you were close friends with those girls over there on Brandy's source or Marshall Force.
Okay, let me answer that question because I I wouldn't say that I wouldn't say that I was close friends with many people on those boards. Like the only person that I would say that I was really really close to, but you could be close to people, but you don't talk to them often. The only ones that I could say that I was the closest to on that board was probably that guy Dre.
Mm.
It was another guy named Tay, and it was another guy named it's another one named Dorian. Those are the main three that I was like really, really close to. I don't talk to them often, but they are close. And on the Monica forum, it's only two people that I'm close to over there. But other than that, I'm pretty cool with most people. But I like I said before, I was glad that Maddie and I were able to bond and have our own relationship. You know what
And
I'm
I've
saying?
never heard of those forums ever.
Yeah, see, I used to be all into those
Yeah,
type of things.
I never went looking for stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then when I would find out, like, oh, they're discussing me on this, that, and the other, and whoop, 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 I'm like, who are these people? And what is this about? And
Yeah,
oh, I must
yeah,
have blocked
see,
her. I must have blocked. That was me. I must have blocked her.
but see back then when I was on those, because see, I still go to the Brandy source board or whatever, but they only
Mhm.
talk about music and reality TV. Like they don't talk about YouTubers and stuff like that. The only ones that talk about YouTubers and stuff is like the Lipstick Alley. They talk about us. They have a whole forum for net
Oh,
famous people like
I've
us.
been called a beggar. I've been called a panhandler. I've been called a piece of shit. I've been called. They said I was Andrew Caldwell.
Oh, what?
You know it was somebody ugly that had to say that because there is no way on
No,
God's good earth.
someone called me little sickle cell. They said I look like I had sickle cell.
Oh,
I died laughing when I saw that.
that's also a very disgusting joke for people who are dealing with sickle cell.
I was like, really?
Ew, that's also sad. That's also like the worst kind of joke because you had to go that deep to like get somewhere with somebody. That's why I don't have respect for people who when they read, they come for someone's health or they come for someone's like money or livelihood or things like that. Girl, the poorest person in the world could also be the most wealthy. Like I really don't get people sometimes, child. I'd be like, what is happening? But I don't go to forums like that. I don't look for people's problems with me.
I would say that the thing of it was like I used to go there. I used to go there to see what people felt about my stuff. But
Mhm.
I got more than what I bargained for. I went over there thinking, okay, they're gonna give me a constructive critique here, a
No,
constructive,
they're there to insult you and
but they
basically
are
come at
going
you.
to they drug me for
Yeah, but again, that can't affect me. My life has been amazing. It's been a blessing. I've lived through so many things. Anybody's opinions about me with no pictures to match it or any other information when we've been so vulnerable with other folks really does say something about people. Like it's not my place. Hey, I have opinions on people that's not popular. You know what I'm saying? Andrew's a whole
right.
acorn. Yeah, Gabby, I couldn't be offended by something that isn't true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out of y'all YouTube forum, what do you mean? Do y'all fuck with the girls out of
Yeah,
y'all
that's
YouTube
that.
forum?
Yeah, that's why I highlighted that question because I don't know what they're talking about.
Like
Let's
what
see. Let's
YouTube
see.
forum?
I was asked to go on Bigo, but no.
Yeah, that someone suggested that to me too, saying that oh, you can make money off of that, which is always great, but also like I'm not trying to go to another toxic environment where oh, more homophobic people or oh, gays hate themselves jumping into this chat too. He sounds too feminine for me, and it's a whole punk. Doesn't that blow you up? Doesn't that blow you? Girl, I be sitting there like, I know you're backwards built sissy looking ass and not just sit here and say, I'm too, what? Looking like a whole refrigerator trying to figure out where to plug in. Get the fuck out of here. No, ma'am.
Listen, it'd be crazy to me because I have had people drag me because my voice is light and shit like that, and it'd be like,
So
girl,
what? And so what? That's called also the way your body develops, Scotty. You know what I'm saying? That's how
right?
God gave you that voice, just like God gave me this voice, you know? And God gave them that face. But they made their own house dirty. That was on them. God didn't have nothing to do with that. Listen.
Uh,
Again,
what's
Alexander Rogers gave me the best advice on this one. He said, never look yourself up, girl. Don't ever type in your name seeking questions. Don't ever do that because you will find a hole that is so deep that you will then fall into and you'll never be able to get out of because other people's opinions of you will change who you are so deeply you forget who you are. Don't do that.
yes, like for real, Maddie. Like, and I know this is a bad boys live, but we
Girl, we
always
stop talking
been
about it. We're
talking
just
to
chit
different
chatting. Y'all
things.
good. Y'all still up in here. Y'all still
You
up in
know,
here.
we always been chopping to something else when we
We
talking about this show.
talking.
But
Yeah.
I'm glad that you mentioned that because I am slowly but surely coming up out of that. Because, like I said, when I first started looking myself up and look, I was just trying to see what people thought about my work.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I saw what I was seeing, like the stuff people would say, I'm not gonna lie. Back then, it used to like kill my self
Mhm.
esteem. Like it used to fuck with me. Like
Mhm.
it used to fuck with me so hard that sometimes I would go to bed with the shit still on my mind, and I will wake up with it still on my
And
mind
and
again.
who needs that? And who needs that? And see, Scotty, and there's nothing wrong with feeling that way because it's not that the words themselves hurt you so deeply. It's more so this person really hates me. So much so,
Yeah,
they spent time writing a post that they're not gonna get paid for.
yeah. It's just it
Oh,
was
no,
it
no,
was
friend. One more time. Writing a post they're not going to get paid for. Nothing is monetized out of this whole entire platform of hate-filled speech. Nobody's getting paid for that.
I
You
swear.
are getting paid right now, as am
Yes,
I, for being here.
right.
Okay,
That's
then.
true. That's true.
We
That's true.
won.
And see,
We're
back
winning.
then, back then I didn't see it that way. All I could focus on was the negative. You know what I mean? Like, and then it used to kill me because it's like back then when I used to read it, it's like, well, they can't really because my teeth was fucked up back then, so that's all they could talk about was that. That's all they could
Think
poke at was my mouth.
things that can change. Think
You're
like
right.
someone talking about me and Maddie. This all things that are easily changeable that can happen for me if I want them to. But if I love myself so much, why would I care? And on top of that, another thing too. Just like how we talk about Milan, I'm a celebrity in these people's brains too, just like Scotty is. Because if that is the conversation you need to have and ask for people to have an opinion with you on, that's cute. A lot of it's very adorable. That it's a lot of
Yeah.
I think I know, I think I know. I'm gonna give you my opinions because I live that life and all that kind of stuff. Child.
But I just think about it like this. Like I just look
Mm,
at it from the mindset that I was in back then. And back then, I just like I said it on the previous video. Back then, I wanted when I first got on YouTube, I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted to be everybody's cup of tea. I thought that because most people like me in real life, everybody would like me in the web life. But
well,
I had to come to the realization that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody's not gonna like me. Like people find any reason not to like you. Oh, his voice is annoying. I hate his southern
people are
accent. I don't like
dragging Jay-Z's hair, and Jay-Z makes more money than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's why when I'm reading people, I don't read them out of "I hate that bitch, fuck her, that hoe," except for people like Julie from Real World New Orleans, like that kind of racist bullshit. But like if there's other people who I'm dragging, it's probably because I like them. It's probably because I'm talking about them because I'm interested in what they do and how they're doing things and everything else that
right.
goes along with that. But in reality, like we keep talking about Scotty, and I see this soulful dog with the whole hindered the reason why you want to start and build a YouTube channel. I'll say this: if you have thin skin, hell no. Hell no. Don't start this channel,
Mm-mm.
boo. You are going to get your feelings hurt and it's not going to be a fun ride. And
It's
also,
not.
if you're not consistent with putting up actual content, don't do it. If you're
Mm-mm.
lazy, don't do it. I'm tired of people asking me, Maddie, help me with the channel. I help them get the channel going, or I give them advice. Next thing I know, it's a video a month. Who is going to be tuning in for that?
Right.
Content. People want to see stuff. I'm doing a live tomorrow talking. And I got another one on Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday. You know, hey, I'd be really blown away with folks. I don't know why I ain't got nobody subscribing. Girl, where are the videos?
Yeah, like they're not gonna stick around. They're not gonna stick around if you're not putting nothing out. And I know, and I had to learn that they're
Wait,
not gonna stick around.
y'all keep saying
Uh,
Shamar. Are you talking about from Chasing Atlanta Shamar? The passenger seat Shamar that was sitting there with that one lady that said that racist thing and they let it go because she knew. Let me be quiet.
I'll be more specific. Instagram. Okay, what you talking about though? Like you, let me go back because I think you said something else. You said I'm not referring to anyone in particular, just other. I guess they talking about gay content creators. I guess what they're
Well,
talking
yeah,
about.
my answer to that is I don't have beef with anybody because I'm not seeking to have an argument with anyone over anything to do with what we as content creators do, which is create content and present you entertainment. We're all doing this together.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, is anybody else, is there a problem? Now, I will say this, and I'll be very honest because Scotty knows how I feel. And yes, I am Scotty. I ain't gonna say but I'm gonna do, let me tell you. I do have a problem with certain content creators that are just screaming into the wind, and there is nothing of substance that's being dropped. People who get on pages misgendering folks for laughs and then playing victim when they are called out. Girls that don't take accountability, but yet want to have a lot of bark and then get angry and yell and do all that kind of stuff. This is just who I am. That is not real. That is not
Mm-hmm.
reality. Everyone has the ability to change, grow, and become better people wherever you're from. So I do have a problem with folks that get on the platform, jump on other people's pages, and make a mockery out of what we as content creators who are trying to be entertainers, who are trying to bring something to the folks, do.
Mm-hmm.
I left my job and I actually struggled for quite some time with this. I am now making enough money to sustain myself and take care of family members. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when I see someone playing with this platform the way they do, it bothers me because, especially for Black content creators, we don't always get the numbers we deserve. No,
No, we
take that
don't.
back. We don't get the numbers we deserve. So when you hop on someone's page and you decide to say some dumb shit and get mad when people call you out for that, you have missed the point of the call out. It's not to make you look a fool, it's to educate you so you won't fuck up again because people actually like your ass. And once you keep on pushing, once you keep on poking, once you keep on sticking, girl slice. Telling you that right now. So I don't want to be on anybody's platform on their page with a conversation with people and someone's going to be in there saying a bunch of shit that doesn't make any sense, that's just meant to hurt people and adds nothing to the conversation. I will never be.
I agree.
And I'm gonna leave it there. I don't need to call out nobody's page. I don't need to say their names. Girl, that shotgun sprayed bullets. If it hits you, boo, okay? But I'm very serious on that. I put everything on the line for my shit, and I'm making it happen. I got merch available now, baby. Meet and greet coming up on the 16th of May. Don't play with me. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, no, Angelique, the reunion that I hosted for Chasing Atlanta is not in my control. That is up to the creator of the show to edit that and post it. He hasn't even posted the last episode just yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a read, Scotty. It's just being real. Like, I know I told y'all what I was doing. I know I sent you pictures. I have everything's up. They even posted the trailer for it. I don't know when it's happening. I wish I had more information. You know, I like to be organized, but I don't.
Yes.
Soon it'll be there. And you will see me get to do what I do. And it'll happen sooner than later. I'm sure of it. But other than that, I got paid for it.
That's all that matters. They paid you for the Circle Atlanta
That
reunion. That's all
and
that
that check,
matters.
the check cleared. The money was good. So, and I paid bills with it. And if they want to hire me or anybody else want to hire me to do a reunion, you know what's up because I'll give it to you. Okay.
Listen, I'm just ready to see it because the day of that damn reunion, I just remember how th- how
A as that
stressed
my
you
as that being
were.
my first reunion I've ever hosted in life and having to deal with that, but also have being a moderator with people before in arguments, man,
Right.
man, and I think it was Melly B who really blew me up because I wasn't prepared for the visceral amount of reads that came out, like bullets. It was it. I mean, it just. I mean, other people too were cutting up. Some people were dropping receipts, and I was like, oh my god! Like you will see me react like nobody's business. If you love my Patreon, girl,
I cannot wait to
my
see it. I
face
can't
was
wait.
screwed and chopped through the half of that reunion because I was allowing them to argue because I wanted them to get out certain moments before I interjected. And at one point, I do have to act the fuck up. I do got to get loud. And my whole voice does get very deep. And I had to bang my chest a little bit because I was pissed.
Yeah, he was stressed
I
out
was
after that was over.
pissed. I said, y'all got one more time to yell over me. One more time. One more. Or it's gonna be ugly, and you gonna really need some protection because I ain't these girls up in here dressed up. Bitch, I'll swing. Like I was mad. It all got
I hope
resolved, and it was
VH1
wonderful. It will
calls
continue to
Maddie
be.
to host a reunion. We need a non-biased host for love and hip hop and basketball. Wow. Oh, I could see him up there.
And mind you, I would love to do Basketball Wives. I would that one
Woo!
I would actually be able to do because I you know what's funny, Scotty? I watched Atlanta yesterday. I said I wasn't going to. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm surprised. I was like, oh, that was entertaining.
You liked it?
Drew is going to look like an idiot the entire season. Your man is playing you like a fiddle. I'm embarrassed for you and your forehead and that 10 pounds you lost that you
Because
said
it
was
wasn't
25.
20. It wasn't 25 at all.
I'm happy Marlo got her peach.
I was just tripping out at the fact that Sheree and Sonya went over there and told Marlo what they were
So
saying.
Sonya, don't walk with Sheree. Sheree's the bone collector. You're an Olympic athlete, okay? Like you're an Olympic athlete. And I used to watch Sonya. Y'all know I ran track for the majority of my school days. I was varsity all the way through from freshman through senior year. 110, 300-meter hurdles, 4x2, second leg, triple jump, baby. Didn't play no games.
Right.
Okay. So Sonya Richards was someone who I looked up to as someone in my age group who was
Hmm.
cutting up. You know what I'm saying? So when I was in
Right.
school and I would see her at the Olympics, I'm like, oh shit, she is one of the baddest people to ever run the 400. I think she still holds the record. I can't remember, but like Sonya's that girl. So when I saw her on the show, I was like, oh, with her husband. I was like, oh my
Her
God.
husband fine too.
Yes. And also I used to watch her play football. So I was like, I know these people. That's why I like the show. But
Yeah.
I was here for Marl. I was here for Marlo having her peach. Something about it seemed like it made sense to me. I loved how she said her whole fucking name the moment that they gave her that first confessional out without being a friend. I am Marlo da 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 Hampton, and I'm such a. I was like, yes, bitch, yes, bitch, like yes. You're gonna be a mess this season, but I'm gonna be happy for the mess because it's gonna make sense because you've always been that girl. But Drew,
Poor Drew. Even
sure.
with the updated fashions and hair, it's just like, girl.
Like, it's embarrassing to have your girlfriends come to your house where you're talking about your man who is sitting outside while production waits for him to go inside to then have a conversation about this woman who was going to give him a massage, who then on social media later gave you a very veiled threat. I was like, wow, wow. Hope Melly
Right.
Red Megabyte, the one with the sprayed on hairline and Jules' asses.
That face tells it all.
I'm like trying to think about the Melly and Mega though, because Mega was more quiet than I thought he was gonna be. I'll give this much. The moment between Tevin and Melly,
Oh, it was intense, huh?
girl, that's I had to get up. That was the one I had to get up because it was like it got Melly. It was the things he was saying that was making Tevin so hot. And I was like, I'm looking at Tevin like, stop feeding this man. And I'm looking at Melly like, stop reading him down. And Eugene is trying to calm Tevin down, like, chill, chill. But girl, I mean, Melly was, oof. Ooh. And as far as the Jewel part, you'll have to watch the reunion. You'll have to watch the reunion.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
you're gonna have to watch that part because that's gonna be interesting. I won't say anything else.
That's the main thing I'm waiting on because you had told me how they was going in on each other, but you didn't get into detail, but you was like, that was one situation.
Someone had mentioned Cash to me earlier, talking about how I deal with Maddie. How did you handle Cash De Niro crazy fight? We're cool. Me and Cash are cool. We're cool.
Cash hung out with us when we was in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
I low key bought that man Chinese food. What you mean? and Melly paid me back on the live. You hear what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Cool.
Cash,
cool.
Rico Cassadine, and Melly B came to our Airbnb. That first, was it the first night we was in the Airbnb? Was it the first night?
And Red Jamar.
That's Jesus.
And we were all sitting there like, now wait a minute. Bitch, I had to stop what I was doing. I had to sit down real quick and I was like, oh, and why are we upset at my friend today?
I was like, now wait a minute now.
I'm like, y'all got to remember, there's production and then there's cast. Like, you can't expect production to be always siding with every castmate because we cool and stuff like that. But again, it's a lot that went on with that. I actually, like, we all cool. You know what I'm saying? Kimberly Austin, Maddie really, Andrew Caldwell. See?
How?
See? Can't have nothing nice. Can't have nothing nice.
Not y'all saying Drew giving Drew Friday from Chasing Atlanta. Oh my God.
No,
Y'all
Cash cuts up, but no, he was cool. He the way he came into the reunion was funny because it was like he just got off a flight. It was like, oh bitch, like you've been traveling. No.
Oh, let me ask you this before we go, because
Kimberly, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna read you down or cut you up. I disagree with your statement. I think that's bullshit. But you know, if you feel that way, girl.
well, let me ask you this before we go, because see, my folks just got through cooking. I'm hungry. Have you been watching Chasing Atlanta? Never mind.
Do you know what schedule I keep? Like, you got your channel. Do you see my channel? Oh, busy.
Damn, I wish she was looking at it. Shit, it's so damn good.
I need to catch up because I was planning on like really getting into it. I love you too, fur babies. I don't know what's going on with Kimberly. Kimberly's gross.
Not gross.
No, let's talk about it. You compared me to this man who lies about his religion, who lies about people doing stuff and all that. That's really fucked up, which is why I didn't care for the comment because I don't look like Blinky, 1, 2.
Not Blinky.
My shape is real, 3, you know. I didn't make a living off of a lie or off of play or basically making a mockery out of God. So again, it was cute for her, but Kimberly, I'm gonna have to pause you on my channel because that wasn't cute. I don't like that. Not to Andrew. Andrew's scary. I actually hit people. As a matter of fact, let me get on that right now. Go ahead, Scotty. You can wrap it up.
Oh God, I wish you was watching Chasing Atlanta. There's so many questions.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'll start watching it tonight before I go to bed and like get to it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But you know, other than that, have an opinion. It doesn't have to be facts. But I wish you well in your peace up here. I wish you well.
All righty then. Well, with that being said, you guys, I definitely enjoyed this tonight. We had a good time up here, and we'll be back next Monday for this, and we'll be talking about these hoes yet again. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, me and Maddie are out of here. I'm about to go get me something to eat, and I'll talk to you good people later. We out of here, y'all. Peace out.